Ladies and gentlemen, we are living in one of the most powerful, fast-moving, hyper-connected moments in human history. We wake up to notifications. We measure our worth in productivity. We move from meeting to meeting, task to task, deadline to deadline. We are busy, constantly busy. But let me ask you something deeper tonight. In all of this motion, how much of it is truly intentional? America was built on intention. The intention to declare independence, the intention to innovate, the intention to push boundaries, from the pioneers who crossed unknown lands, to the visionaries who built industries, to the leaders who stood for civil rights. This nation has always been shaped not merely by action, but by purposeful action. There is a difference. Action alone creates noise. Intentional action creates history. We live in a culture that celebrates hustle, but hustle without intention leads to exhaustion. Success without intention leads to emptiness. Achievement without intention leads to wondering, is this really what I wanted? And that is why this conversation matters. Because beneath ambition, beneath talent, beneath opportunity, there is something more fundamental. Energy, not electricity, not physical stamina, but the internal energy that moves a human being toward a chosen direction. Every single one of us is radiating something. In our homes, in our workplaces, in our communities, in our country. The question is not whether we carry energy. The question is it directed? Is it conscious? Is it aligned with who we truly are? Is it serving something greater than habit and survival? You see, intention is not simply about achieving goals. It is about deciding who we are becoming while we pursue them. Intention determines the quality of our leadership. Intention determines the depth of our relationships. Intention determines the legacy we leave behind. In a world full of reaction, intention is power. In a culture full of distraction, intention is clarity. In a time full of noise, intention is focus. Tonight is not about motivation alone. Motivation fades. Tonight is about something far more enduring. It is about choosing, consciously, the energy you bring into every room. It is about understanding that before your words shape others, your intention shapes your words. Before your actions shape your results, your intention shapes your actions. And if that is true, and I believe it is, then mastering intention is mastering influence. Mastering intention is mastering direction. Mastering intention is mastering self. So tonight, I invite you into a deeper exploration, not of what you want to accomplish, but of the energy you are using to accomplish it. Because when intention becomes clear, energy becomes powerful. And when energy becomes powerful, transformation becomes inevitable. Let us explore together the energy of intention. I want to start by asking you to imagine something with me. Imagine waking up tomorrow, and everything you do is powered not by habit, not by circumstance, but by intention. Every action you take, every word you speak, every choice you make carries energy because it is fueled by purpose. Imagine the difference that could make. Imagine the relationships that could deepen, the opportunities that could open, the obstacles that could feel smaller, simply because your actions are intentional, not automatic. Tonight, I want to talk to you about a force you already have, a force that is quietly shaping your life, whether you realize it or not. It is the energy of intention. Pause. 3 seconds. Let it sink in. But before we get into what intention is, let me tell you a story. Years ago, there was a man who faced seemingly insurmountable challenges. He had no money, no connections, and no clear path forward. But he had a vision, and every day he acted with that vision in mind. His intention drove his decisions, even the small ones. Slowly, the world began to bend in his favor. Not because luck changed, but because his energy, focused and consistent, attracted the right opportunities. That man became Thomas Edison. Edison didn't just want to invent a light bulb. He intended to bring light to the homes of millions. And that intention, that energy, changed the world. Pause, smile, make eye contact across the room. Understanding intention, 15 minutes. So what is intention? Intention is more than a wish, more than a hope. It is a conscious, focused energy that directs action toward a specific outcome. It's the difference between moving through life on autopilot and moving through life with purpose. Science shows us that intention has power. Neuroscience reveals that when you focus on a goal with clarity, you activate neural pathways that make your success more likely. In other words, your brain begins to organize itself around what you care about most. And some quantum physicists suggest something even more profound. Energy flows where attention goes. The act of intentionally focusing your energy doesn't just change you. It begins to ripple outward, influencing the world around you. Let me give you an American example. Oprah Winfrey. Many of you know her story. A young girl growing up in poverty, facing obstacles that could have crushed anyone. But she had intention. Her goal wasn't fame, it was impact. She wanted to inspire, educate, and connect with people. That intention gave her the energy to overcome every setback, and it created a ripple effect that touched millions. Pause, let audience reflect. I want you to take a moment. Close your eyes if you feel comfortable, and think about one goal or dream you have. Now ask yourself, what is my intention behind this goal? Is it something I'm doing because I feel I should, or is it something I'm doing because I choose to put my energy into it? Pause 10 seconds for reflection. The difference between habit and intention, 15 to 25 minutes. We all have habits. Habits make life easier. They get us through the day without too much thinking. But here's the truth. Habits alone are not enough to create extraordinary outcomes. Why? Because habits are reactive. They are autopilot. They often lack alignment with our deeper values. Intention, on the other hand, is proactive. It is deliberate. It is conscious. When your actions are intentional, they are infused with energy. That energy is what transforms ordinary effort into extraordinary results. Let's take sports as an example. Michael Jordan, the greatest basketball player many of us have ever seen, didn't just practice shots because it was habit. Every practice, every drill, every game, he acted with intention. His goal wasn't just to play basketball. His goal was to be the best. That intention fueled every ounce of energy he invested. And that's what made the difference. Here's a small exercise for you. I want you to take a goal in your life, a professional goal, a personal goal, a relationship goal, and examine it. Are you acting on autopilot, or are you acting with intention? If you can align your small daily actions with a bigger, purposeful intention, you are already harnessing this energy. Pause. Let audience reflect. Nod to them. How intention creates energy, 25 to 35 minutes. Intention isn't just a mindset. It is a source of energy. When you act intentionally, you become magnetic. Opportunities, people, and resources naturally gravitate toward you, not because the universe owes you anything, but because your energy aligns with your purpose. Let's return to Oprah for a moment. Her energy didn't just help her overcome challenges, it attracted mentors, audiences, and collaborators who resonated with her vision. That's the ripple effect of intention. Here's a practical way to experience it. Close your eyes. Imagine your intention as a glowing light inside your chest. See it grow, see it radiate. That is your energy. That energy is real. That energy is magnetic. That energy can change not just your life, but the world around you. Obstacles to living intentionally, 35 to 45 minutes. Of course, living intentionally isn't easy. There are obstacles. Fear is one. Self-doubt is another. Distractions, pressures, and expectations can pull us away from our chosen path. But here's the key. Obstacles do not negate intention. They test it. They shape it. Look at J.K. Rowling. She faced rejection after rejection. Publishers said no. Life felt impossible. But she had intention. Her goal wasn't fame. It was storytelling. That intention carried her through the dark moments until finally, the world received the story of Harry Potter. There are practical ways to cultivate intention even when obstacles appear. 1. Mindfulness. Pause and ask, am I acting intentionally right now? 2. Journaling. Write down your intention each day. Keep it visible. 3. Aligning actions. Even small steps matter if they align with your larger purpose. The ripple effect of intention, 45 to 55 minutes. Intentions don't just affect us, they affect everyone around us. Think about Martin Luther King Jr. His intention wasn't just a personal dream. It was a collective vision for equality, justice, and dignity. That intention ignited a movement, and the world is still feeling its impact today. Even small intentions create ripples. Choosing to be kind, to mentor, to help a neighbor, these are intentional actions that create energy beyond yourself. I want to invite you to reflect for a moment. What one intentional action can you this week to positively impact someone else? Something small, something deliberate, something aligned with your purpose. Pause 15 seconds for reflection. Closing and call to action. 55-60 minutes. The energy of intention is not mystical. It is not reserved for the few. It is yours, here and now. Every choice you make, every action you take, carries energy. I challenge you tonight to harness it. Choose your intention, fuel it with purpose, act with deliberate energy, and watch your life and the lives around you transform. Let me leave you with this thought. Intention is the light that guides us. Habit may keep us moving, but intention gives us direction. Intention turns ordinary life into extraordinary possibility. Pause, look around the audience, let the moment settle. So I invite you, whisper your intention for the next month. Hold it in your heart, act on it daily. Protect it, nurture it. That is the energy of intention, and it is your superpower. As we come to the end of this time together, I want to bring us back to something simple. You will leave this room tonight. You will return to your families, your responsibilities, your careers, your ambitions, your challenges. The world outside will not suddenly slow down. Emails will still arrive. Deadlines will still demand attention. Voices will still compete for your focus. But something can be different. You. Because once you understand the energy of intention, you cannot unknow it. You begin to notice your tone before you speak. You begin to notice your mindset before you act. You begin to notice whether you are reacting or choosing. And that awareness changes everything. Intention transforms leadership from authority into service. It transforms work from obligation into contribution. It transforms relationships from routine into connection. It transforms goals from pressure into purpose. And perhaps most importantly, it transforms you from a passenger in your life into a creator of it. The future of this country, the future of your communities, the future of your families will not be shaped only by policies, markets, or technology. It will be shaped by the quality of intention behind the people making decisions every day. By parents choosing patience over anger, by leaders choosing integrity over ego, by professionals choosing purpose over profit alone, by citizens choosing unity over division. History does not move because of movement alone. It moves because of directed energy. And every great shift in this nation's story began with someone deciding, this is the intention I will stand for. You do not need a global platform to change the world. You need clarity, you need courage, you need consistency, and above all, you need intention. So as you walk out tonight, I challenge you to carry 3 questions with you. What energy am I bringing into my life? Is it aligned with who I truly want to be? And what intention will guide my next step? Not next year, not next month, your next step. Because life is not transformed in leaps. It is transformed in intentional steps taken consistently. And when enough individuals choose intention, families shift, organizations shift, communities shift, nations shift. That is how change happens, quietly, intentionally, powerfully. You already have the energy. Direct it. You already have the power. Align it. You already have the opportunity. Choose it. And when you do, you will discover something extraordinary. The energy of intention does not simply change what you achieve. It changes who you become. Thank you.